Rules for thee, but not rules for John Kerr. Yo, it's so obvious seeing how full of hot brown these people are. An article was posted in Fox News yesterday showing a 2019 interview with John Kerr, where he flew on his private jet to Iceland to accept a climate award. Irony, though. That's like taking a boat to accept a swimming award. That's like Snoop Dogg accepting a country music award. That's like Krusty getting a laughing award. That's like Joseph Garbinet Marionette Corruptabeans IV getting an ethics and government award. That's like Jussie Smollett getting an honesty award. That's like Trevor Noah getting a comedy award. That's like AOC getting a logic award. That's like dehydrated Al Andrew Cuomo getting an Emmy award. Oh wait. John Kerry. And when the reporter asked John Kerry about this, he was like, well, that's the only option for someone like me who's been fighting to win this battle. I can't take a boat. It's like, yeah, but you can take a commercial flight, you chooch. John Kerry's private jet has emitted more toxic emissions in the last 5 years than the next 100 people combined in a lifetime. Private jets emit 40 times as much carbon per passenger as a commercial flight does. But don't worry, plebes, nothing to see here. They're just going to spend us into oblivion, 1.9 trillion some odd dollars for the green new garbage deal. And John Kerry is going to lecture you about how you're doing a bad job and he's just rules for thee, but not for John. Good job, guys. You're doing great. After all, according to Alexandria Ocasio-Smollett, the world's going to end in 12 years. It can only describe as absolutely hilarious. The story of the day yesterday and today is AOC kind of suggesting that she was in the Capitol building with this very interesting tale that she told, and Jack Posobiec just calling her out on Twitter. Hilarious. No, I'm not going to weigh in on this matter for fear of retribution, but I do find this really funny, and I'm really interested to see how this story plays out and what the truth of it really actually is. Very interesting. Hashtag Alexandria Ocasio-Smollett was trending on Twitter yesterday, which is amazing. All I have to say is just do a little yeah or a little duck duck go and just look at the amount of times that Ocasio has lied in the past, and yep, that would check out. And I don't know about this one, but like, yep, do your own research, because okay. 2019, Ocasio suggested that women in Border Patrol custody were being told to drink water out of toilets. And if you actually look at the photo, it's a hybrid toilet and water fountain unit. Because if you know anything about living on planet Earth and you understand how water works, you know that there's a pipe where the water comes out of the wall. The water comes out of the wall and goes into the toilet. It also comes out of the wall and goes into a clean water drinking fountain that is on the top of it. It is a hybrid unit. It's not drinking out of a toilet. It is a misrepresentation, and that's how Ocasio and Big Blue often misconceive and misrepresent a situation. I think that's the lesson of the year this year, that context matters and words matter, and having depth of understanding of a situation matters. If you're a headline reader or you listen to just what Ocasio feeds you and then you get outraged and yell about it, that's how these types of stories perpetuate. In other news, in the state of Oregon, Governor Hot Brown Kate Brown issued a new directive allowing for video poker to be played indoors at restaurants, but still doesn't allow for indoor dining, eating, or drinking. Up to 6 people in the state of Oregon are allowed to come into a restaurant and play video poker at one time, but they can't eat or drink. Yo, these restaurants and bars and taverns are getting destroyed. Business is down somewhere up to 80 some odd percent. These businesses have been closed for months. People are getting laid off like crazy. And you're going to let people come in and play video poker? Good job, Hot Brown. That's what everybody needs. What a slap in the face to Oregonians. Governor Kate Brown is making all types of great policies in the state of Oregon, and I'm sure the residents are super thrilled about it. One of the most recent ones that's of note is the Corona Clap juice and how it's being distributed. It is more than evident to any person living on Earth with 2 eyes, the capacity to read, that's been paying attention for more than 3 minutes, that the people at highest risk of the Corona Clap are elderly people. Yet Governor Hot Brown is distributing the juice to childcare workers, K through 12 educators, over them. Now, it has been made available to long-term care residents, but not necessarily all elderly people. And I just find it really interesting because a lot of these K through 12 educators, a lot of them are not even going back to school yet. A lot of them are not even in school yet. Plus, a common characteristic of K through 12 educators is that they're young and healthy. Not all of them, but certainly a large percentage of them. Whereas elderly people are, elderly people, Brown. But hey, who cares about that? Because numbers really matter. And if everybody was to pay attention to the real numbers of what really goes on in the world, their perspectives might change about everything. In 2018, over 46,000 Americans died from opioid overdoses, 36,500 died in traffic accidents, and nearly 40,000 people died from gun violence. Interesting. And as everybody hypes up these numbers and pays attention to them, or at least they were until Joey Basement got tossed into position of power, let's just not forget that these numbers are probably, kind of going up in every other category. But who cares about that? And they're not going up because of the clam dem, which is what they love blaming it on. It's going up because of the lockdowns, because of the measures that are being forced upon us by the government structure, because of the closing of businesses, because of the financial and social destruction that's happening every single day as a result of these government placed measures. But hey, who cares about that? Don't worry, don't pay attention to that. Just pay attention to John, because the most existential threat is climate. Don't look down the street. Don't look at what's happening in your community around you. Don't look at the people around you and what's happening to them, I don't know, right now, whatever.